Hey guys, it's Lindsey. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to go through my monthly empties. It's a lot. I don't think it's quite as much as last month's, but it's still quite a bit of stuff, so let's get started. First, I will talk about all the different candles that I used over the course of the last month, and I have 7, which I think might be a record for me. I'll just try to go through them really fast. I'll try to Febreze through them. Did I really just say that? Here is the Febreze Apple Delish. Not a very good throw on this one. Was disappointed after using the pumpkin one from the same line last month, and that one was amazing. But yeah, this one I definitely would not purchase again. This one was kind of interesting. This one I actually cleaned out because I really liked the jar. This was from JoAnn Fabrics, and it was the Hickory pumpkin scent, and it had a wooden wick. And I never used a wooden wick before, and it kind of crackled when you used it. It smelled pretty good. I definitely would consider purchasing more from JoAnn Fabrics. This was the first one I think that I'd ever gotten, and I really liked it. I have 2 Glade candles from their limited edition fall collection. This one was called Hit the Road, and then this one is called Pumpkin Pit Stop. I actually just finished this one today, and this one has a really good throw. I know these had been clearanced out at Target, so if you can find them still, I would recommend this one. I didn't like this one too much. The throw was pretty much non-existent, but the pumpkin one is pretty nice if you can still find them at Target. I think my Target is completely out of them now, but this one was a pretty good throw. However, this one, as you can see, got really like sooty along the sides. The other one that I burned of this one did not, I don't think. Not nearly as bad as this one, so I don't really know what happened, but it was a really nice smell, so I definitely would recommend that one. And then I have 3 Bath & Body Works candles. This one is called Kitchen Spice, and it's just a really nice, kitchen-y kind of scent. I like that one a lot. This one was kind of interesting. I never saw it on their website, only in the store, and it was called We Love Pumpkin, and it was 3 different kinds of pumpkin scents. They were all different colors. One was like this dark color, one was like a white, and one was like kind of in between this almost. And the scents in here were creamy pumpkin, roasted pumpkin butter, and sweet cinnamon pumpkin. The one on top I got to smell, just by itself, but then after I used it for a while, they just kind of all started to melt together, which wasn't a bad thing. It just kind of made this like super pumpkin scent, and it smells really good, but just the idea of having the 3 in here together is kind of gimmicky, I think, just because they did all kind of melt together, but it smelled good nonetheless. And then the last one I have is called Spooky Vanilla from the Halloween collection, and just like that other Glade one, this one got really sooty along the sides. I never had that problem before with a Bath & Body Works candle, so I don't know what's going on, but this scent smelled absolutely amazing. It smelled like frosting. Yeah, like straight up vanilla frosting on cupcakes. So good. I definitely would consider purchasing this one again. Hopefully they will bring it back next year for Halloween because it really smells amazing. Okay, now onto some randomy kind of stuff. Here is some soap. This is from the Fortune Cookie Soap Company. It is the Pearls and Girls Foaming Soap. And I really wanted to love this stuff, and unfortunately I just didn't. I felt a lot of times like when you just used 1 pump of the soap, it just like disappeared. And when I use my Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps, 1 pump is more than enough of that. Definitely was not the case with this, unfortunately. You really needed 2 pumps, and even then still, the foaming and the lather on it wasn't great. Like I said, I really wanted to love it. I just don't know that I did. Here's a sample of the Ollie Undeniable Beauty Supplements. This was in the flavor Grapefruit Glam. I got these in a Target beauty box, and I'm just in general not a fan of gummy things, which these were, but I have to say these actually weren't too bad. The grapefruit flavor was actually pretty nice. There was a little bit of a weird aftertaste with them, so I won't go out and purchase these right away. If I had a good coupon or something to use with these, I might consider picking them up one time, but if you really like gummy things, these might be something to look into. Here's another supplement. This is my 2nd bottle of the Hair Infinity or Hairfinity. Hairfinity. I always want to say Hair Infinity. This is a Hairfinity supplement, and I do like these. In my last empties video, I think I mentioned that I was having an issue with hair loss, and I think I found the culprit. I'm pretty sure that it was actually my retin-A micro that was causing me to lose so much hair. I was reading an article on BuzzFeed about growing your hair out, and it mentioned that retinol and retinoids can cause hair loss, and I had no idea. I never heard of that being a side effect before, but it made a lot of sense because it really started when I started to use that stuff every day. I've since switched back to using it just 3 times a week, and that has made a huge difference, and I noticed it almost right away. So I'm really happy that I did find the culprit. I'm actually using another supplement right now just from Centrum, and on that one it says not to use too much vitamin A because that can cause osteoporosis, and that one has vitamin A and this one does as well, so I'm not going to use those 2 together. But when I'm done with that one, I would consider purchasing this one again. Here's a bottle of the Up and Up Mega Krill Extra Strength Supplements. I've talked about how I like to take krill oil for heart health because I do have high blood pressure. I've spoken with my doctor about it. This stuff was okay. These are, like I said, the extra strength ones. There's 500 milligrams in here. I think the regular ones I have 300 maybe, and these ones are a little bit bigger than those, but they're still easy to swallow. They don't give you that nasty fishy taste like a lot of fish oils do, so that's why I like to take these instead of fish oil, and I think, you know, the benefits are pretty similar. Here's a little bottle of ibuprofen tablets from Up and Up. I always like to keep these on hand. This is basically just generic Advil, always handy to have, and I kind of go through this a lot because I always get headaches. I have my whole life actually, so these are always handy to have. And then here is some cotton rounds also from Up and Up. Always have those on hand. Here are some Dentec Fun Flossers. I need to get better about flossing and using these things. I do like using these better than regular floss. They're a lot easier, but most of this pack went towards my son. And then one other like random thing here, these are the Hall's Fruit Breezers. I really like these as far as cough drops go. They taste really good and I think they work pretty good too. I used to always buy the Luden's ones because those things taste really, really good, but they really just don't work very well. But these ones are nice because they taste good and they work well. Moving right along to hair care, I actually don't have too much this month. Here is the Jane Carter Solution Revitalizing Leave-In Conditioner. This was a sample that I got in the Target Beauty Box, and this stuff was okay. It wasn't life-changing or anything. It was a little bit watery for my taste. I like something a little bit heavier, but I didn't have any problem using it, though I probably wouldn't repurchase. Here's a bottle of the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Moist Conditioner. It's kind of like a hair mask. It's really, really thick. Less than $3 at Target. I will always repurchase these. I think this was only the second bottle that I've used of this, but I have since repurchased a couple more because I really, really like this stuff, especially for the price. I don't know that you can find a better hair mask at the drugstore or really even at Sephora or anywhere. It's just really, really good. I would really recommend this if you have like a thick, coarse hair that needs a lot of moisture. I just love these. Another hair mask, this is the Clairol Hair Food Moisture Hair Mask infused with honey apricot fragrance. I've gone through a whole bunch of these. I really like this one too, but if I were to compare the two of them, I would purchase this one over this one just because the price is so much better. This one is, I think, like $12, and you know, this one I think maybe is even a little bit more moisturizing. Two shampoos this month. Here's a little sample from the L'Oreal Target Beauty Box that we got last month. This is the Total Repair 5 Restoring Shampoo. You know, for being just a little sample, I think I got like 4 or 5 uses out of this, which was nice. I didn't hate this shampoo, but I didn't totally love it either. If I were to get another sample of it, I definitely would use it, but I don't know that I would ever need to purchase a full size of it, but it worked just fine. And then the last shampoo I have is from Pantene. This one is the Curl Perfection shampoo, and I actually really did like this one. I thought it did a really good job cleaning my hair and making it less frizzy, which is always something I struggle with. So yeah, I definitely would consider purchasing this one. And now into skincare, and I do have a lot this month. I will talk about like body washes and stuff first. This one is the Olay Fresh Outlast Cooling White Strawberry and Mint Body Wash. I've gone through a bunch of these this year. I absolutely love this one. Here is one from Bath & Body Works. This is the Country Apple scent. Love the scent, but I really hate the bottles of this. It's just really hard to squeeze out the product. So I feel like I don't get enough, or I'm standing there in the shower just waiting for the stuff to come out. I have a couple more of these and I would purchase more in the future because I do like it. I just wish they would redo the packaging. Here's some Schick Hydro Sensitive Shave Gel. This is looking real old and real nasty, but you know, it's just what I use in the shower to shave my legs with, even though this is the guy stuff. I don't really care. I'm not too picky when it comes to shave gel. I have a big back stock. I got a whole bunch of it through couponing like 2 years ago now, and I still have a whole bunch left. So yeah, I'm just kind of slowly but surely working my way through that stash. All right, moving right along, the next thing I have is from Naube. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. This is a moisturizer that I got in Birchbox over the summer. It was okay. It actually kind of stung my face a little bit when I put it on. The stinging didn't last very long, so I didn't have any problem using this up, but because of that, I probably would not repurchase. Here's a little sample bottle of the Shiseido, what is this called? It's hard to read there. The Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. I think I got this for free from Sephora when I made an order a while back. I just kind of used this as a serum, and it was nice. It was nice and moisturizing, and it was kind of like a thick serum-y kind of texture. I don't know that it's necessary for me to buy a full size of it, but if I got another sample of this, I definitely would be happy to have it. Here are two cleansers that I got in different months of the Allure Beauty Box. The first one is the Eau Thermale Evian Bien Cleanance Gel. This one was okay. It was a little bit thin for my taste, but it worked. It was really foamy. I just wish it was a little bit more of like a thicker gel texture. And then this one was the Red Flower Nature. It's hard to read here, but it is called the Lymphatic Phyto Power Sea Cleanser and Mask. I did really like this one. However, this jar is just terrible. And I know this is just the sample size, so I'm sure the actual product comes in something nicer than this. It's just a really thick product, so it's hard to get out of here. So there is still a little bit left in here that I wasn't able to get out. But this was really nice. I would consider purchasing this for the winter because it was really moisturizing. But I have a nice cleanser that I'm working through right now, so I don't need it. But if my face gets really, really dry, I would consider purchasing that again. Here's a serum from Burt's Bees. This is the Renewal Intensive Firming Serum. I liked this and I didn't at the same time. I think I even put this in a favorites at one point, but just using it over and over for the past few months made me not like it so much. Mainly because of the scent. It just got so overpowering and it kind of made me not want to use this, and that doesn't usually happen with me. It's very florally and that's not my favorite kind of scent, and it's just really, really strong. So that's why I didn't like this, but if you can get over that scent, this was a pretty good serum from the drugstore. This is a little sample of the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. This has got to be like 2 years old at this point, probably even older, so I'm just going to toss it. There's a little bit left in there. I know I used it, but I don't remember it really doing anything. When I was using it, I wasn't really into makeup or skincare, so I mean, I don't know, I probably wasn't even really paying attention to it, but it's just really old, so it needs to go. Here's my last little jar of the Algenist Firming and Lifting Cream. I got 2 of these on HauteLook for like 10 bucks, and usually a full size of this goes for like almost 100. I loved this stuff, but I probably wouldn't repurchase at this price, and I haven't seen it on HauteLook the last few times that Algenist has been on there, which is kind of disappointing. But if you can find this and you want to spend the 100 bucks on it, or you can find it at a really good sale price, this stuff is really nice. I have this teeny tiny little sample from an Allure beauty box a while back. This is the Kaplan MD Cellular Rejuvenating Concentrate. If I recall correctly, they said the full size of these retails for almost 200 bucks, maybe like 170 or something. And I use this as a serum at night before my moisturizer, and I have to say it was really nice. And for being so small, I got a ton of use out of this. I was quite generous with it, but this just lasted way longer than I thought it would, which was awesome. I definitely am not going to purchase this because I don't have $170 to spend on a little bottle of serum, but if I got another sample of these, I would be very happy to use it again. All right, just a couple of foil packets left. This is from SW Basics. It is their exfoliant, and it just has 3 ingredients: oat flour, almond flour, and sea salt. This is from a Target beauty box, and I really wanted to like this because I don't like the exfoliator that I'm using right now, and I thought this was going to be kind of like the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, which is absolutely amazing. I love that stuff so much. But this stuff was really hard to use. I liked what it did to my skin afterwards, but it just kind of all balled up and was really hard to spread out all over my skin. So for $24 for a full size of that, I looked it up the other day, I wouldn't repurchase just because it was really hard to use. Here's a little something from Fresh. This is the Peony Brightening Night Treatment Mask. I only got 1 use out of this, and I just used it instead of my regular moisturizer one night, and I just kind of wiped it off in the morning. From just using it one time, I didn't think it did anything amazing. Maybe this is something that you have to use more than once to really kind of get a feel for, but after just using it that one time, I don't think this was any better than any other moisturizer I've used. 2 little packets here from L'Oreal. They are both from the Revitalift line. They have the revitalizing serum and the cream. I think I just got 1 use out of each of these, and you know, for just a drugstore brand, these are pretty nice. I have the Olay Regenerist stuff right now, and I really like that. But I would possibly consider purchasing these in the future. They were nice, but I think I do like the Olay stuff a little bit more. Alright, and now for my favorite sample of the month. This is the La Solution 10 de Chanel from Chanel, as you can see. This stuff was absolutely amazing, and of course it was the tiniest little packet. I got 1 use out of it. I used it as a night cream one night. It's absolutely incredible. There's only 10 ingredients in here. It was so nice, you guys. If I had, what is it, like 85 bucks or whatever it is for a full size, I definitely would spend it on that, but I don't. So I'm not going to, but ugh. I would love to get my hands on more of these little samples because it was so nice. The last category of stuff I have today is makeup, and I just have a few things. First thing I have is from the Balm. It is their Balms Away makeup remover, or their eye makeup remover, I should say. This took me about 6 months to get through, but I got through the whole thing, and this stuff does work really well. However, it really gunked up my contacts, and it made them really foggy, even more foggy than they should be. Like, even if I had just put in a brand new pair, like the next day they would be really foggy, which was really frustrating, but I wanted to use all of this up. So I won't repurchase this because I know it's so bad to use while wearing contacts, and I have to keep my contacts in, otherwise I am like blind as a bat. I cannot see anything. But if you don't have contacts, or take your contacts out before you take your makeup off, this stuff does work pretty good. It's really goopy and thick, not my favorite texture to put on my eyes, but like I said, it did work pretty well. Here's something I haven't shown in Empties for a while, but I love this stuff. This is the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. It's just a little spray that you can spray on your brushes to get all the actual makeup off. It doesn't do a super deep clean, but it gets all the stuff off, so you can quickly change from using one eyeshadow color to the other with the same brush. I really like this stuff. I have repurchased, and I will continue to repurchase, I think. Here's another makeup remover. This one is the Almay Soothing and Depuffing Eye Makeup Remover Pads. Well, using this, I always use these two just because this left my eyes feeling super greasy. So this took care of the grease and got all that gunk off. I still really like to use these even though I'm not going to use that anymore because they do work pretty well, and you can always find coupons for Almay for like $4 off. So these little jars end up being like $1.50 or something really cheap. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them left. It's still in my backpack, and I'm sure another coupon will come out soon, so I'll get another one. These are just something I think I'm going to always have in my makeup rotation. Here's a lip balm from the Fortune Cookie Soap Company. This was in the scent Famous, and I didn't love this scent. It's really, really sweet smelling. And I guess it was okay for a lip balm, but just not something that I really like, but the formula is amazing. I definitely would purchase another lip balm from them, but probably in a different scent. One mascara this month. Here is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This was the first time I ever used this stuff, and I love it. It looks so nice. It was really volumizing and really lengthening at the same time. It just made my lashes look beautiful, I thought. However, it did tend to flake by the end of the day, so the wear time wasn't great, but I can get over that because it really just looked so nice. I have another little sample size of this, and I have probably 12 other mascaras that I'm going to try and work through over the next year or so. So I don't need to purchase it right now, but if something happened to all those mascaras and I needed to buy a new one right away, I definitely would consider purchasing that one. Alright, and we are down to my very last item for the month, and this actually was supposed to be in last month's Empties, but I misplaced it, so I wanted to talk about it today. This is an eyeliner from Miraness. I got it on Haute Look. This was the color Osiris, I think is what it was called. And last time Miraness was on Haute Look, these were not on there, so I don't know if these just have totally gone away. I'm not sure if they're on their actual website or not, but if you can find these are really great. What were they called? Like the 27-hour eyeliners or something to that effect. I thought it did a great job in the waterline. It really stayed put for a long time. It was just like a traditional pencil. Like you can tell I used every little last bit of this that I could because I really just thought it was a great eyeliner. And I do kind of miss it. And like I said, I can't find it anymore, but if I could, I would repurchase. So that was everything. Those were my empties for the month of November. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like. We can also connect on Instagram. I will leave a link to mine somewhere down there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!